Women first, by all means. Good morning, man.
Good morning. Thank you for tuning in.
You were here bright and early, weren't you? Actually,
Alan?
Did you go to St. Francis?
No.
That's how we met.
Yeah, we met at St. Francis.
So you went there?
I worked.
Oh,
I took care
oh, so you worked there when he was coaching? Oh, when he used to make it for a little freshman throw up? We had all there.
So I've known about 20
My other son's over here too. Everybody knows.
We had to park the car. Go to the Tennessee. And then we also sit for the city council.
Hi, Victor. Thanks for tuning in.
We have 6 seats. Okay. And then I'll put the mark. Yeah. Thank you.
I saw you walking because I stepped through and that's why you walked.
Yeah, oh,
You live right
perfect.
here, right?
Right behind, yeah.
Well, good morning. If we could ask everyone to please take your seats so that we can start our program. Well, good morning, Pasadena. My name is George Fromm, and I serve as the president for Stater Brothers Markets. It is my pleasure this morning on behalf of the company and the 17,000 members of the Stater Brothers family of employees to welcome you to the grand opening celebration and ribbon cutting for our company's first supermarket in the great city of Pasadena. You know, I had to ask our real estate people, what took us so long to get here, right? But as the saying goes, good things are definitely worth waiting for, and I know that you will not be disappointed with this store once we open for business in just a few minutes. But before we continue with our celebration this morning, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the innocent victims, heroic first responders, and all those impacted by the tragic shooting at the Borderline Bar and Grill, and all those affected by the devastating wildfires wreaking havoc in our state. Our thoughts and prayers are with everyone who is affected. You know, I've had the pleasure to work for Stater Brothers for over 46 years, and I have to tell you that I still get excited whenever we open a new store. I also have to admit that I'm especially excited about the opening of this new store because in addition to it being our first store in the city of Pasadena, it is our 27th supermarket in Los Angeles County and brings our total store count up to 172 store locations. I have to tell you, if you previously shopped at this store when it was operated by one of our competitors, I can tell you that you're in for quite a surprise when you go inside to shop this morning because, quite literally, it doesn't look anything like it did before we completely remodeled the inside of the store. This store is very modern and energy efficient and will provide you with quality merchandise at Stater Brothers everyday low prices and with our great customer service that we are well known for all over Southern California. But before we do open for business, Stater Brothers has a long-standing tradition at every large company event or meeting and at all store grand openings to honor America with the Pledge of Allegiance, the National Anthem, and we have an invocation. So leading us to the pledge this morning will be your interim chief of police, John Perez, from the Pasadena Police Department. The national anthem will be performed by the Marshall Fundamental Secondary School Jazz Ensemble, and after the national anthem is performed, Reverend Jennifer Chapman from the First United Methodist Church of Pasadena will lead us in the invocation. At this time, I ask that you please stand and remain standing through the invocation.
Good morning to everybody, and we'll get started with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please place your right hand over your heart, and we begin. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Let us pray. Gracious God, we thank you for your presence among us in the midst of this joyous occasion today. As our Creator, you have placed the earth and all of its fruits under our care, so that we would endeavor with our labors to ensure that all share in the goodness of your creation. God, we ask that you would pour out your blessings upon this store and on all who enter it, whether they are buyers or sellers, customers or workers. God, we ask that each, in respecting justice and charity, would see themselves as working toward the common good and take joy in contributing to the progress of the earthly city. We ask all of this in the name of Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Please be seated. Well, Chief Perez, thank you for leading us in the pledge. And Reverend Chapman, thank you for your inspirational words this morning. And I also want to thank the Jazz Ensemble for opening up our day with some lively music. Let's give them a big round of applause. And especially, let's have the young man who did that solo of the Star Spangled Banner. Let's have him take a bow. Great job. That is not easy. That is not easy. So as I mentioned earlier, I have over 46 years of service with Stater Brothers Markets. The next person I have the pleasure to introduce is a relative newcomer to our company, having joined our Stater Brothers family a little over 5 years ago. But don't let his short tenure at Stater Brothers fool you. He is a seasoned veteran of the grocery business with over 45 years of experience. We are thrilled to have him leading our Stater Brothers team as our CEO. Please give a warm welcome, especially since he's my boss, to our Stater Brothers, to the leader of our Stater Brothers family, Mr. Pete Van Helden. Pete? Yay.
pretty good at sucking up, isn't it? Well, good morning, Pasadena. I got to tell you, we don't often get the privilege of getting up every morning and starting our day by opening a new store. And so let me just tell you, our Stater Brothers team is so excited to be here. So I too just want to throw out a big, big thank you to this city and all of you for not only joining us this morning to celebrate this grand opening, but I know supporting us for the many years to come. I want to tell you just a quick story. For us, the excitement of this project really started on May 1st when myself and some of the team came here to the city, and we met with many residents at the Longfellow Elementary Auditorium where we had a town hall meeting. And maybe some of you here, in fact I think a couple of you were for sure, and at that meeting we took the time to listen to what the residents of this city asked for. In fact, on top of that, I know some of you even filled out a survey card that was distributed around the city to give us your ideas. Well, I want you to know that for the last 6 months we have been working so hard to complete everything that you asked for and do everything that we possibly could. And I'm very proud to tell you that I think we got it all done. So let me give you a couple of examples. So for one, you asked for safe, dedicated walkways to both Allen Avenue and to Belford Avenue. Done. You asked for more one-way driveways to make it safer in the parking lot. Done. You asked for new landscaping that conserves water. Done. You asked for increased security presence. Done. You asked for improved access for customers with disabilities. Done. You asked for brighter, more efficient lighting in the parking lot. Done. You also asked for a new enclosed trash dumpster in the back. Well, not quite done. Sorry. But give us another month or so. We have some other work we're going to do in the back, and we'll have that done as well, I promise. Now that's just some of the work that we completed on the outside of the store, but wait until you see what we've done to the inside. We literally tore the place down to the bare studs, and we spared no expense with the interior. Key upgrades include an updated store layout, new flooring, energy-efficient LED lighting, and a decor scheme reflecting Pasadena's culture. And I'm also certain you'll be pleased with our extensive array of gourmet, natural, and organic products, in addition to an assortment of specialty foods to accommodate vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free diets. You'll also find a wide range of services, which include full-service meat, seafood, service deli and bakery departments, in addition to sushi and fresh-cut fruit prepared in the store. Now, I know it has been a long wait, and many of you have been politely reminding us that you've been without a full-service supermarket in this neighborhood. And I agree that 6 months is a long time, so I just want to say again from the entire Stater Brothers team, thank you. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for your support. But now is a new day, and starting today, our new role is to work on earning your repeated business. And while we are very proud of this new facility, I want you to know that it's not just what you find in the store that differentiates us from our competition. It's really who you will find in our store that really makes the big difference. We take great pride in our people, or our family, as we say. Our company has enjoyed over 82 years of success in the very competitive Southern California marketplace, and there's no doubt that longevity in this market has been achieved through the extraordinary efforts of our people, not through machines. I can assure you, you will not find in this store any self-checkout registers or any kiosks to take your order. Nope. Instead, you're going to find friendly people who are ready to provide you with a shopping experience that you deserve, but may not expect. Our store teams are proud union members, and we are pleased to provide them with competitive pay and great benefits, and we believe the path to happy customers is through happy employees. And besides supporting our employees, Stater Brothers also has a long tradition of supporting the local chambers of commerce, and we work very closely with the local city officials to make projects like this come to life. I am so pleased that several community representatives have taken time out of their day to celebrate with us this morning, so please allow me to introduce them. First of all, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce and welcome to the podium the Honorable Mayor of Pasadena, Terry Tornick. Terry.
Well, thank you and good morning. This really is a great day for Pasadena. We are delighted, obviously, whenever a new business comes to town. But there's something about a supermarket that really is unique among and between the various businesses that we have, because the supermarket is really kind of a hub for the neighborhood. I know this neighborhood because when my kids were growing up, we lived on Casa Grande Street, so this is, and we did our shopping at the not-named supermarket at this location. But I'll tell you, the kind of attention that Stater Brothers has applied to planning and opening this store, the listening that they've done, that Margaret McAustin helped to, my colleague Margaret McAustin helped to organize, really is reflected, and we had the opportunity to go inside and get a sneak preview yesterday, and you're going to be amazed. The market looks like it's doubled in size. It hasn't actually, but it feels like it has. And the innovation and the care with which this venerable company, this is not a brand new company, it's new to Pasadena, but clearly it's a venerable company with a great reputation. But they've listened and tried to apply lessons learned locally, and for that, I'm really grateful. So I'm thrilled to be here. I am on behalf of the City Council and the City of Pasadena. We couldn't be more delighted. 6 months, I know, feels like it was a long time when you're without a supermarket, but really, in the world of development and construction, it's like lightning. So they've really done an extraordinary job. We welcome them. We pledge our support to them. We know they're going to be successful here in Pasadena. And I hope that you enjoy this store very much, and it makes the kind of contribution to this neighborhood that I think it will. Thank you and welcome to Pasadena.
I just can't say enough about how the mayor and the city has worked with us to help get this done. So again, thank you, and thank you for being here today. Now, we also know that a strong Chamber of Commerce is vital to the community. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the podium the President and CEO of the Pasadena Chamber of Commerce, Paul Little.
I am very excited to be here for several reasons. It's wonderful to have Stater Brothers opening here to add to the diversity of opportunities the community has to shop for groceries. Having another brand in Pasadena is good for all of us. I'm especially happy about it because I live about a half a mile that way, and this is my local grocery store. I also have it on good authority. Margot Morales, the expert about District 2, told me how beautiful the store is. It's just really wonderful to have a business opening up here in Pasadena again and revitalizing the store for the neighborhood. I do need to take a moment. We have a couple of chamber board members who are here with us. I want to recognize Valerie Prince is here. John Liano is here. They're also future customers. Valerie lives about a quarter mile that way, and John's walking distance that way. And Mike D'Antuono is here, and Mike came with his wife Susan, who's here with her shopping bags.
All right, excellent. Happy about that.
That's how excited we all are to have the store opening. So again, welcome. We look forward to working with you. Anything at all that you need from us, just please let us know, and we're very excited about it.
Thanks, Paul, and thank you for bringing all these new customers, too. We're pretty excited about that. We also today have a respected and dedicated public leader who is here to celebrate with us. So please give a big round of applause for State Senator Anthony Portantino, of the 25th Senate District.
There's an old saying, if you build it, they will come, right? This is awesome. I have to tell you, I've been to about 4,000 ribbon cuttings in my career, and this is the biggest crowd I've ever seen at a ribbon cutting. So, leave it to Pasadena and Stater Brothers to set the record on a store opening. And right in time for Thanksgiving, right? All of you have been waiting to do your shopping, right? Because you knew this was going to open, so you're going to storm the wall. You're going to enter in respectfully and meet the wonderful employees that we were described and have wonderful dialogues and buy lots of turkeys, right? Right? All right, just checking to make sure everybody's awake this morning. But as your state senator, it's great to be here in the wonderful city of Pasadena. Awesome leadership in this community. I was just in another city the other day, and they were talking about the lack of citizen participation in local government. And I said, you ought to go to Pasadena, because it is a city, that is a community that embraces its citizen participation. It's a community that embraces feedback, and as you heard the CEO, having a corporate entity that's respectful and also embraces that dialogue that Pasadena is so known for, I think this is going to be a successful place. So on behalf of the California State Senate, I'd like to present you with a state certificate. I hope it's the first one that goes on a wall somewhere. On behalf of the California State Senate, I join the city of Pasadena in celebrating this happy occasion. Your market offers quality products in a friendly environment. I love that word, friendly. Congratulations, signed State Senator Anthony Portantino.
Politician and a photo, but hide my belly.
All right, last one. Last one. Right here. All right, 3, 2, 1, perfect, and good. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. By the way, openings before Thanksgiving was planned. Right. Not quite. We also have in attendance Enrique Robles, representing the U.S. Congresswoman Judy Chu of the 27th Congressional District. And I'd also like to acknowledge Hector Rodriguez, who is here on behalf of Assemblyman Chris Holden from the 41st Assembly District. And representing the 5th District County Supervision, Kathy Barger, we have Kristen Daly with us here today. Wow, you got a fan club, right? Good. So I just want to thank all of you for really working hard and making this community a terrific place to live and soon to operate. I'm also pleased to introduce our landlord, who has been a great partner on this project and on our store that we have in Simi Valley. So please join me in giving a warm welcome to John Allen.
Good morning. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Pasadena holds a big place in my heart because this is the first place I worked when I was in the district attorney's office, and I really enjoyed working in Pasadena. It meant a lot to me. 45 years ago, my father, Albert Allen, and his partner, Al Zimmerman, shared a vision, inspired by the beauty of this neighborhood. You know, it's one thing to dream, it's another thing to see that dream come into reality. Al and my dad saw an opportunity to develop this property into a first-class supermarket for the local community. They went to the city of Pasadena and proposed building a supermarket. The city embraced their idea, and the two men delivered. They built the supermarket and signed the deal with the other grocery store to operate the supermarket. Al, my dad's partner, was quite proud of this market. In fact, he would pull his car into the parking lot here, and he would just sit in the car and watch customers come and go and come and go. It had a big place in his heart. In fact, it was his favorite of many properties that they owned. For just under a half century, the other market has been our partner in providing this community with a superior shopping experience, and I thank them for that past half century. When the original lease of this property came to an end, we decided to open a new store with Stater Brothers. Why Stater Brothers? We have enjoyed working with Stater Brothers in our Simi Valley property. When Stater Brothers took over operating the Simi property, they invested over $6 million in the renovation of the supermarket. Stater is a privately owned chain of supermarkets that prides itself on providing a high-quality shopping experience at a fair price. You will discover that the market is designed with the customer in mind. Finding your favorite products is simple and efficient. You know, buying glasses or buying a computer on the internet is easy and it's convenient. But when I go shopping for food, especially produce or meat, I want to see it firsthand, cared for by my trusted personal grocer. And you're going to find that experience here. In this ever-changing world, the local market is quickly becoming a thing of the past. It's a privilege indeed to continue the half-century of service that our market has provided to this community.
Stater has spent over $8 million renovating and improving this property. This is virtually a brand new store. I want to thank Councilwoman Margaret McAustin for her help and support in moving the renovation of this market through the city of Pasadena. The mayor and his staff have been very supportive in this process, and I thank them as well. You know, much has changed over the past half century, and I'm sure throughout the next 50 years, much is going to change again. However, rest assured, you can be secure in knowing that familiar faces will be here to serve you well into the 21st century. I want to thank you all for celebrating the grand opening today and ask you to join me in extending a round of applause to Stater Brothers and welcome them to the neighborhood.
John, I have to admit, I wished all of our landlords were so nice to us. We're all, trust me. Well, as I mentioned earlier, our company's success really is attributed to our people, and through the expertise, vision, and leadership of our company's executive management team, we continue to thrive. I have to tell you that I am very, very privileged and honored to work with a very talented set of professionals, who, by the way, can even make me look good, and that's not easy to do. So let me introduce a couple of the executives who are here today. First of all, you've already met George Fromm, but what George didn't tell you was that besides being part of the company for 46 years, he started off as a janitor. Now that's quite a journey to rise from janitor to the company president, and we have benefited from every one of those 46 years. So please, a round of applause for George Fromm. Dave Harris is our Executive Vice President of Finance, Chief Financial Officer, and Principal Accounting Officer. How's that for a long title? Dave has been a Stater Brothers family member for over 9 years and has over 36 years of finance and accounting experience. Now, Dave is the guy that makes sure the check that we wrote for this place doesn't bounce, and he also makes sure that we get paid every week, so those are two very important jobs, and he does a great job. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Harris. Now, Dan Meyer is our Executive Vice President of Distribution, and Dan is the most experienced member of the executive team, get this, with over 47 years of service to Stater Brothers Markets, although he'll be quick to tell you he's still not the oldest guy on the team. But Dan started his career as a courtesy clerk, and he is charged with overseeing the entire operation of Stater Brothers Distribution Division, which includes the company's 2.1 million square foot distribution center, in addition to the company's transportation and fleet maintenance department. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dan Meyer. The next person I'm about to introduce has been a member of the Stater Brothers family for 31 years, but he has over 41 years experience in the supermarket industry. He was a very close and trusted friend of our late executive chairman, Jack H. Brown. Phil retired from Stater Brothers in 2012, but upon Jack's passing in 2016, Phil selflessly came out of retirement to become our chairman, as only a trusted, loyal friend of Jack's would do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my distinct privilege to introduce our chairman, Phil Smith.
Thanks, Pete. Good morning to everybody. It's good to be back in Pasadena. Like my fellow members of Stater Brothers family, I have a history here in Pasadena. Our previous chairman, Jack H. Brown, lived in San Marino, and he and I worked out of an office on South Raymond. We were part of the pantry food markets. That goes back a long time ago.
Yes.
Jack always, whenever we opened a store, he always had a story about his relationship to the community. So I guess I'm going to take Jack's place and say I have a relationship with this community. The stores that we ran back then do not even compare to this store. You are going to be really impressed with it. and we are glad to be back in Pasadena. I'm glad to be back. Everybody else is glad to be here. So, thanks, and I hope you enjoy the store.
Thanks, Bill. Glad to have you back. You know, Stater Brothers has a long-standing tradition of giving back to each community where we operate, and we take great pride in not just doing business in the community, but becoming entrenched in our local communities. In 2008, Stater Brothers Charities was established to support the critical needs in the communities where Stater Brothers customers and employees live and work. Now, very recently, Stater Brothers Charities made a total of $12,500 in donations to the Boys and Girls Club of Pasadena, the Marshall Fundamental Secondary School, whose jazz band performed earlier, the Foothill Family, the Union Station Homeless Services, and the Vietnam Veterans of America. Now this morning, we're going to up that by making an additional donations totaling another $25,000 to organizations that support other causes in this community. So to tell you more about these organizations and the Stater Brothers giving efforts, I'd like to ask Nancy Negretti, our president and chairwoman for Stater Brothers Charities, to please join me at the podium. Nancy.
Good morning. As Pete mentioned, Stater Brothers Charities supports critical needs in the communities where our employees live and work. And since 2008, Stater Brothers Charities has provided funding to countless local organizations and programs which benefit hunger relief, children's well-being, education, veterans services, as well as active service members and health. With the creation of Stater Brothers Charities, over $26 million has been donated into the local communities where Stater Brothers supermarkets operate. These counties include San Bernardino, Riverside, Orange, Los Angeles, San Diego, Kern, and Ventura counties. Today, it is my honor and privilege to present contributions on behalf of Stater Brothers Charities to nonprofit organizations here in the city of Pasadena. To the Pasadena Police Department Police Activities League in the amount of $5,000 towards our Children's Wellbeing Initiative. This donation is being accepted by Interim Chief of Police, John Perez.
Right here, guys. 3, 2, right here, right here. 3, 2, 1. Right here, right here.
To the STARS Scholarship, Transitioning, and Realizing Success in the amount of $5,000 towards our education initiative, this donation is being accepted by Program Director Teresa Reed.
Louise and Jasmine are going to be in this photo.
Come on in.
Absolutely. Go down just a little bit. No, you stand up, stand up.
That's good. Perfect. All right, everybody looking right here. All right, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Taking a few more. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
To the Friends Indeed in the amount of $5,000 towards our health initiative, this donation is being accepted by Executive Director Rabbi Joshua Grader.
All right, very good. Perfect. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
To the Foothill Unity Center in the amount of $5,000 towards our hunger relief initiative, this donation is being accepted by Executive Director Betty McWilliams.
All right, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Last one.
and to the Veterans Resource Center at Pasadena City College in the amount of $5,000 towards our Veterans and Active Service Members initiative. This donation is being accepted by Patty DeOrange Martin.
All right, everybody right here. 3, 2, 1. Last one. 3, 2, 1. And thank you.
Thank you so much.
At this time, I'd like to ask Pete Van Helden to resume the program.
Well, thank you, Nancy. And by the way, just so you know, we recognize banks don't take those checks, so we have real checks. It's all good. Can you tell Nancy loves her job, right? I mean, who wouldn't give away money like Santa Claus? This is great. Well, I want to say that overseeing the day-to-day operations of a supermarket is no small feat. But like I've said, we really do have the best people in the business to get that job done. So now I'd like to welcome our Senior Vice President of Retail Operations, Keith Thomas, to the podium, who with over 37 years of service to Stater Brothers Markets, is responsible for overseeing the retail operations of all 172 supermarkets across our entire chain. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Keith Thomas.
All right, well, good morning, new customers. Or should I say good morning, hungry new customers? I know it's time to get rolling because I'm watching the two little ones up front. They want to get into the store and get some free bakery cookies. Well, I tell you what, we are proud to be here. And I was really excited when the marketing team and construction team put this together. What I'm really proud of is when you go inside to meet these 150 employees, you're going to have a personal experience with us. I can guarantee that. And part of that is 90 of these employees were from this community. So that's, congratulations, Pasadena. That's a big deal. But as Pete said, I run operation, and though they spend all the money, Phil, Pete, and George, now we got to pay for it, right? We got to get those cash registers singing. So when you come in, open up those wallets, enjoy yourselves. But the team we put together, you should be really excited about. But every team needs a good leader. And I got 3 individuals I want to introduce today. First of all, our regional vice president. He oversees almost half the company, 81 stores, 39 years with the company, David Higginbotham. And then our district manager, and I got to tell you, he's put a lot of work into this store, and he's got a little grayer, but he has 43 years with the company. How about Rick Grimes? So we like talking, but really what's important to you is who manages this store day in and day out. And I tell you what, when we go looking for someone to open up a new store, we pick the absolute very best. You will be very proud of this person we put in this store. So at this time, I'd like to bring up 28 years with the company. Now, she's a little nervous. She's not used to speaking in public. I told her to picture all you guys hungry stomachs, right, with lots of money. So help her out when she comes up here. But 28 years with the company, Christy Gregg. Come on up, Christy. I'm going to make her do one promise to our customers out there. This store is awesome, isn't it?
Oh, it looks amazing.
Is it always going to look like this?
Absolutely.
The day before Thanksgiving.
Of course.
Okay, you guys heard it. Congratulations.
Thank you, Keith. Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Wow, so this is what it feels like to be important, huh? It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to your new Pasadena Stater Brothers. As Keith said, my name is Christy Gregg, and it is my honor to be your store manager. What he didn't tell you was that my time with Stater Brothers started as a courtesy clerk in 1990. Many of the management members you will meet shortly also started their careers with Stater Brothers in the same way as a courtesy clerk. Each of us has been rewarded with our positions based on hard work, positive attitudes, and dedication to our customers and the communities we serve. Stater Brothers is not just a new place to shop, it is your new store, built with you in mind. As Pete mentioned earlier, this store will feature many amenities, services, and fresh offerings to enhance your shopping experience. I can assure you that you will not be disappointed and can look forward to the extraordinary customer service the Stater Brothers family is bringing to your community. On this exciting journey we will be taking together, I have an amazing management team that was hand-selected to serve you. Allow me to introduce you to my assistant store manager, Mark Maloof, a 12-year family member. Our service manager, Berto Hernandez, a 15-year family member. Your meat manager, Joe Lopez, a 24-year family member. Your seafood manager, Guadalupe Hernandez, a 12-year family member. Our produce manager, Mike Patterson, a 15-year family member. The service deli manager is Sherry Maris, a 26-year family member. And last but not least, the most important, our bakery manager, Samantha Mallard, a 7-year family member. Believe it or not, that adds up to 111 years of experience and dedication here to serve you. I wish I could introduce every Stater Brothers family member to you, but I can't. What I can do is assure you that every single member of the Pasadena Stater Brothers family will exceed your every expectation. My team is dedicated to serving you and providing you with the exceptional shopping experience you deserve. Thank you and enjoy your new Pasadena Stater Brothers.
Pretty good public speaker, don't you think? Huh? She has another job lined up. I don't know. All right. Now, enough with all the speeches, right? Are you guys ready? Yep. All right. Okay. Question though: did you bring money, like cash, checks? Because the free part of the program is about to end. Okay, just so you know. All right. So what we're going to do will take us about a minute. I'm going to ask everybody who was part of today's ceremony to come up front. We're going to lay out the ribbon. I will no longer be behind the mics. I'm going to use my fingers. I'm going to ask for a 3 count from all of you. We're going to cut the ribbon, and then we're going to run like crazy to get out of your way. And I know you're all headed inside. So bear with us just for a minute while we get set up. Give us that count, and we'll get this store open, all right? And again, thank you for coming out today. We appreciate it.
Take a picture. Over here.
Come on up.
Okay.
Can you take it?
No, okay.
Right on in here.
Hey, Terry, guess what I'm going to ask you to do?
Please. You can walk over.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, these.
Hey, John.
You've done this a few times.
With the glasses. There you go. That's better. You'll look like a bodyguard in the picture.
Yeah, I want to try to make sure settle in and get back up this again. Yeah. Is everybody in the shot? Yeah. Are you in the shot? Please get in. Get in. We got a lot of people here. All right. Pardon me, sir. I'm good. Thank you very much. All right, very good. Jen, you want to back up just a little bit? I'm sorry. All right, there we go. All right, everybody looking right here. All right, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. Looking right here, smiling. Don't blink. All right, very good. All right, we got the photograph. Thank you.
Get that scissor ready.
Woo!
All right,
let's go ahead and do it.
1, 2, 3, go!
Very good.